Yo, Mega Dude, time for Captain N and Super Mario Brothers World.
I'll look by Lattie.
I want to see it too. That's
so there's
funny,
this
Tommy
thing
hyphen
called
kids.
called A+ content. See, look at all the books I got on Barnes and Nobles. My own book is like the last one on the list, dude. The one that I wrote.
Oh, what's that Spanish one, dude?
That's not me, I don't think. But yeah, so you can get it on Barnes and Nobles right now. Time Kids by Timothy Patrick Lattie. That's what I think I'm gonna go by from now on. No joke. I think I'm going full. I'm gonna be a full namer.
Can I still call you Tim because that's a mouthful, dude?
No, I mean I just like the way it sounds. Like I like the way it looks. Like it's just I like it, dude.
It's
at
official,
IDW,
yeah.
I think it was on G.I. Joe 40th anniversary, or maybe it was another book. They started putting me as Timothy Lattie, like my full name, and yeah, I like that, Timothy Patrick Lattie, Time Kids. Like I'm feeling that. So yeah, we got it on this one. So there's the real cover. Let's see if we can click on it. Does it let you do that?
So
here?
what's the explain that logo a little bit.
What you want me to explain?
Like the Time Kids logo. It's different.
Yeah, I mean,
It's got some
like
things going on.
It was Night
see like a
Stars
Saturn
and
ring.
yeah, it's so I'll tell you, I had a character growing up. Let me try to find it in here. I had a character I used to draw growing up called Saturn Man. And me and my buddy Brian created him, and that was like kind of my superhero was Saturn Man. And Time Kids is kind of a little bit about that. Like not about it, but like has some of that energy to it, some of that vibe. And so that's like a little continuation of that. Like so it's the rings of Saturn. And then when you start getting into like mythology and stuff like that, Saturn is time. Saturn is Chronos. So that starts playing into it also. So there's a little bit of like hidden messaging and stuff going on. And then the logo has kind of evolved over time also, where it was a lot different when I first used to draw it, and now it's a much more simplified, the alien helmet and then the kid's silhouette within it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Let's see if
That's
we can get
awesome.
some Saturn Man. So this is so, and I know I've shown this before. And I have a color version of this. I don't know where the colored version is. Let's see. Okay, let's do that. Colored version's better. So I had so what I plan on doing is within the comic book, within the Candlestick Club, they're going to be just like we were talking about Jay and Silent Bob and all that kind of other stuff. Like they were people that just were the cool people that read comics, the slackers, the whatever. Because comics were more underground back in the day. It was much more, it wasn't as like this popular, everybody, oh man, you read Watchmen? Man, you read The Dark Knight? Like, dude, it was like a thing. Like the cool kids like, oh yeah, I collect the Marvel cards. Yeah, I've been reading Reign of Superman. Like it was a thing. And so in all of my comics, what I'm gonna do is all the characters are gonna read comics. But the comics are going to be the characters that I made up when I was a little kid. So this is a Candlestick Club episode, and he's sitting there waiting for the old man to show up, and he goes in, and he starts to read his own comic, and ba-bam, there's Saturn Man. So that's exactly how he looked. That's how I used to draw him. And then we had two characters we made up, me and my buddy Robert, called Cream Man, and that's Chocolate Cream Man. So they are just ice cream cone people. And then he had another character he called Nuke Man, so he's in the comic as well. And yeah, that's the story. Like the Cream Men are like, I guess they rob a bank or whatever. They see him out in the street. Nuke Man's like, F this. Like I'm going after Cream Man. Height 7 feet. Status unpasteurized. Then Chocolate Cream Man 7 feet unpasteurized as well. Can't have that. Can't have that in the streets. So Saturn Man and Nuke Man decide they're going to take justice into their own hands. And Saturn Man might be a little hesitant about this because they haven't technically done anything besides that. Like it might be a little excessive force on Nuke Man's end. So Nuke Man just goes off on a tizzy, flies down there, bam, smashes the ice cream truck. It explodes. Saturn Man is not happy about it. He was like, no way, like, no, Nuke Man, no. And then that's when Van Helsing shows up, and the Wolf Man is sitting there, already starting to turn into a wolf now, because the full moon's about to come out. So he's waiting. Every night, every time there's a full moon, the guy that runs the Candlestick Club, the bookstore, he has to lock the Wolf Man up so he doesn't go and do, Wolf Man things. So he's already starting to turn into a wolf as he's reading the comic. And the old man is right here, and he's got the cuffs, and he's like, it's time to get inside, before you go full wolf, full lichen. And then there's the parallel of the comic he's reading. You get a sneak preview of the next comic where now Nuke Man's in cuffs, and guess what? Strawberry Cream Man is actually the judge, so he's in real trouble here. So he's got a lot to overcome, and that's how the story ends. And I guess Saturn Man, maybe he'll be his defender.
That really just pasteurized my brain, dude.
So,
oh my god.
So that's what I'd like to be doing in life. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to be doing like stuff like this. This is where my heart. I want to be. There might be a way to do both. I think there is. So I'd love to be doing Motu and whatever comes from there. But so that guy, Saturn Man with the Saturn logo, that is the same logo you're going to see on the Time Kids. It's even got the same colors in this sense. So.
Captain N, Super Mario Brothers World will be right back.